Hello, my air signs. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? This reading is going to be focusing on either divine feminine energy or divine masculine energy. So it is a pick a card, whichever side you want to go ahead and watch, or you can watch the whole thing and see if it resonates. General reading as always, guys, so it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from it whatever resonates with you and let the rest go. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And just a side note that I am fully booked through April 6th currently, so there is a bit of a delay in getting the readings out. But if you're interested in adding your request to my schedule, go ahead and click the link from my website and we'll add you to the schedule. All right, guys. And of course, I'll have a list of all of the card decks that are used for this reading, guys. All right, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, let's start off with divine feminine energy. And it is just energy, so please do keep that in mind. It could either be for female, certainly, or male viewers. All right, guys, let's start with that. We're going to use this deck, the Divine Feminine Energy Oracle Cards deck by Flames of Alchemy. So this is the deck that we're going to be using for the focus messages for this reading for Divine Feminine. So let's start with that and let's take a look and see. All right, I'm guided to this one here. Love and healing. Okay, the heart chakra. I believe that came through for one of my other element signs. I forget whether it was for water or my earth signs, but if you're a cross watcher, if you happen to notice that, that was the exact same card that I chose, which is the heart chakra. Okay, which is tapped into the words I love. And it is picking up off of air energy, which of course is your own vibe. It's tied into unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships, and it is the healing link between mind, body, and soul. Okay, so let's take a look and see how that ties into the rest of this reading when it comes to Divine Feminine. We have in between worlds. Okay, so my feminines could be stuck right now between worlds, not able to make a decision one way or the other. So we'll see how that plays a part in this reading. And we do have higher self. Okay, so my feminines might be stuck between worlds, but she's definitely trying to see things from a higher perspective, higher vibration, rather than low vibrationally. Okay, so we'll see how the rest of this reading unfolds. So those are the focus messages tied into Divine Feminine energy. All right, guys, so let's grab some insight from the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck. Angels, dear Lord, and Spirit Guides, focusing on air. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Divine Feminine. This one's flying out already. We have so close. So perhaps the feminine is really focused on the intimacy and the closeness that you guys had shared at one point in time. But look at the next card. We do have move on. So my feminines could have certainly moved on despite how close you guys were at one point in time. And, you know, since we do have these focus messages coming through here, the feminine is in between worlds, unable to make a decision. So for now, perhaps my feminines are just choosing to go in a different direction. History. History has been shared here between two people. So you guys could have certainly known each other for a while. What I'm picking up off of that too for some of you is you guys could have been childhood sweethearts. You guys could have known each other way back when you guys were little or just growing up together. And if that doesn't apply to you specifically, then what I'm picking up here is that you guys have known each other for a while, for years. We have a new beginning. So even though my feminines have moved on, there's still a potential to bring this back together. There's a lot of unspoken feelings between the two of you. There's a lot that needs to be said at this time that is not being spoken between the two of you. All right, so let's add to this with the Mystic Moon Oracles. Let's see what else needs to come forward here for the divine feminines. Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward. For divine feminine. Let's see what else. Victim. My feminine's feeling like a victim, or feeling like they're bound to this person. Hands are tied. Look at this. Next card, union. Falling right below move on. Moving on from this connection. For now. Because I feel with this new beginning being represented here, this could be where you guys are currently, that you're in separation, you're not together because the feminines have decided to move on. Just trying to figure things out, seeing things from a higher self, as this card is bringing forward, trying to heal the heart chakra. Stuck, you know, in between worlds. And isn't it interesting, because this is our next card. Feminines are feeling stuck right now. We do have pride and ego. That's the next card, followed by recognition. You know, and when you look at both of these cards here, very similar energy. Recognizing the special bond that the two of you have shared. What's keeping you guys stuck is someone's just too much in their head, too prideful to create movement here. It could be my masculines who are in this pride and ego energy, unable to bring about this new beginning for now. And that's what's causing this stuck vibration, which is why my feminines are in between worlds. So it could actually be the masculine who can get the feminine out and back in the 3D here. Okay, so let's see. Let's grab some tarot to add to this. This is the Bougie deck by Sal Biadora of Eat, Read, Love. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on my air signs. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, focusing on divine feminine energy for this reading. So what else does your feminine need you to know at this time? We do have the Nine of Wands here, which is fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So my feminine could be a fire sign for some of you guys. The Nine of Wands is all about resilience, persistence, taking that last stand. And perhaps for some of my feminines, that last stand was moving on, standing up for herself. We do have Page of Wands right after that, so we've got more fire. Pages typically deliver messages. So the Page of Wands is bringing forward some enthusiastic news. The Page of Wands is all about exploration. And interestingly enough, since it's falling right below move on, the Page of Wands wants their freedom as well. So perhaps it is my feminines who just wanted to move on and explore other options and other connections. What I'm feeling from this too, this so close card, it's like you guys came so close to being able to make this work. But for some reason, my feminines are feeling like their hands were tied and that it couldn't happen for some reason at that time, which is why you guys are in between worlds and why there's this stuck energy and why there is this need for healing at this time. We have the Seven of Cups, which is water energy, So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for some of you. What's keeping you guys stuck is that somebody had way too many options here. So my feminines decided to detach and move away from this connection. So my masculines could have had other options in love and romance, certainly. We have the Three of Coins right after that. Three of Pentacles. Pentacles is Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So for some of you guys, what's keeping you stuck, what's keeping this situation in between worlds is because of third-party situations. We have the High Priestess right after that. So the High Priestess, time frame wise, it's letting you know here that there's no action right now when it comes to the feminine. It's a waiting period. And High Priestess is also tapped into water energy. So with these Seven of Cups and those options, for some of you, it could be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The High Priestess is hidden knowledge. So my feminines might have found something out. They're trying to just keep it to themselves. Could be tied into secrets and mysteries. Strength, inner peace. So my feminines are just trying to keep it together. Healing that heart chakra, trying to find balance, trying to move on, trying to get past whatever obstacles this connection came forward with and where things ultimately fell apart between the two of you. But with this unspoken feelings card coming through here, guys, there's a lot that has yet to be expressed between the feminine and the masculine here. There's a lot of dialogue still that needs to come forward. I kind of feel for some of you guys, you went your separate ways and there's a lot of loose ends. A lot of things that needed to be said but weren't expressed. So let's add to this with the romance angels. Angels and spirit guides for the divine feminine, for my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Let's see what else. What else needs to come forward here? Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. When you guys connected, it could have certainly been very flirtatious interactions between the two of you. This could also be tied into the third party. With that Three of Coins. And the other interpretation, of course, of the Three of Coins is teamwork and collaboration. In order to get you guys unstuck, you got to work together. In order to have a new beginning here, you have to want to work together to get you guys out of that stuck energy, that stuck mode. So, as I mentioned, the High Priestess is all about patience and waiting. It's a waiting period, so there's not a whole lot of action there because of that stuck energy, but it is worth waiting for if you guys can ultimately work through the issues. Divine timing is at work in your love life. You guys could have certainly connected in a past life. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. And maybe when you guys connected in this lifetime, you felt as though you guys had known each other forever. You know, could have been that type of connection, even the very first time that you guys had met. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here. Let me grab some insight from the Divine Love and Separation deck, because with these unspoken feelings between the two of you, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. that were not given the opportunity to be expressed here between the two of you. So let's take a look and see what the feminine needs to say to the masculine at this time. So we'll grab a few from here. Let's take a look and see. Let's grab this bottom card here. All right, so these are words from the feminine to the masculine. All right, first message. No matter what, remember us at our best. Because there was a time when you guys were at your best, when things were good. But something happened here to pull you guys apart. And that something could have been a third party. Look at this. Divine timing is driving me crazy. So even though we know divine timing is at work here, it's still driving the feminine crazy. She's actually losing patience over the fact that she's in between worlds. There is this stuck vibe between the two of you. There's not a whole lot of movement. There is a need to wait, but it doesn't make that waiting any easier, especially for the feminine. Next message. Strange. Our connection defies explanation. And perhaps there is none. It's just a special bond between two people. Finally recognizing the special connection that the two of you have. And, you know, sometimes we need to be apart from someone in order to really realize that. Next message. I miss feeling your energy next to me and physical touch. Yeah. This was the very first card. So close. The feminine definitely missing that closeness and intimacy with the masculine. Next message. Time apart is teaching me how to be okay with being alone. Okay? Because it is my feminines that's coming through here who have moved on. So if you happen to resonate with that, and if you are feminine, perhaps you have moved on from the masculine, from the connection, you know, and it's a new normal for some of you. But there is a potential, again, we do have the new beginning card coming through there. Next message. Every night I energetically kiss your forehead before you sleep. So my masculines, you could actually feel that kiss, even if it is just energetically, you know? So that's what's coming through. From the feminine, I'm actually guided to pull from a second dialogue deck. So let's grab some insight from the You Have My Heart, Soul Lovers and Separation deck. Let's grab some additional dialogue from the feminine here for the masculine. So angels and spirit guides for my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, focusing on divine feminine energy. So let's see what else the feminine has to say to the masculine. We'll grab a few from this deck. Okay, and let's grab the bottom of the deck here. All right, more words from the feminine here to the masculine. First message. I didn't know what love was until our fated meeting. I pray that God will unite us soon because you are my destiny. I love you till the end of time. Wow. Next message. Whether we are together or when we are apart, you are always in my thoughts and forever in my heart. And perhaps if you are masculine tuning in for a feminine, perhaps you really needed to hear this. Next message. During our separation, our love has only grown stronger. I long to see you again and unite as one. And I feel here with the New Beginning card and this Union card, you know, it's just a matter of time, I feel, before the two of you can come together. And yes, it is down to divine timing, but it is a potential here. Last one. I only want two things in life: everything that makes you happy and nothing that makes you suffer. I love you always and forever. So my feminines, for some of my masculines, is coming through saying that they just want the masculine to be happy, and that this love will last always and forever. Everything that makes you happy, nothing that makes you suffer. Clearly you guys had some issues going on, and it created this energy where you guys just couldn't bring about movement in the connection. Someone's hands were tied, more than likely my feminine. Okay, so let's close this out, guys, with some Lover's Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, for the divine feminine. So we'll grab a few from this deck. Take whichever one you're guided towards from the feminine. Let's grab the bottom of the deck. All right, we have a few here. First message. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. What a beautiful message. So these blessings is what's going to bring about this new beginning between you and your person. You and your feminine. Okay, next message. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And, you know, so many of you guys tuning into this, so you got to look inside your own self and figure things out for yourself and why you do feel the way you do about this connection with the feminine. And hopefully that'll give you the clarity that's needed to get you out of that stuck mode. Next message. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Absolutely. You know, because some of you guys have moved on. This is a time for you to focus on you. To focus on this healing of the heart chakra. So that when this new beginning presents itself and when these blessings come in, you'll be ready for it. Last one. Transformation, your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Absolutely. So in time, it will. Okay, new beginning. Remember, divine timing is at play here. And I know that my feminines are coming through being very antsy and just tired of the whole waiting. You know, divine timing is driving me crazy. So if you happen to be feminine tuning in to this reading, perhaps you are losing patience over just waiting for the masculine to come back to you. But, you know, that's what's coming through here, that it is worth waiting for. Good things come to those who wait. So you got to figure out a way for you to just find the patience within yourself. Allow the universe to bring you this connection when it's meant to, when the time is right. Okay? And I'm actually guided to grab a healing message here for my feminines to close this out. Angels and spirit guides, please. For my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. For divine feminine. Healing messages, please, for the divine feminine. When it comes to this connection healing messages, please. Serenity. Love it. So if what brought you guys to this stuck energy was due to disagreements, not seeing eye to eye, the relationship falling apart, overcoming some pretty crazy obstacles and challenges, or working through those obstacles, this is letting us know here that things are going to smooth out, be a lot more tranquil moving forward. You know, serenity is a beautiful, peaceful energy. Let's grab one more here. For Divine Feminine, please. Some final thoughts, healing energies for the Divine Feminine. We do have new love coming in for some of you, because we do have the move on card, okay? So if you're not open to reconciliation, if you're not open to wanting a reunion with your person, this union could certainly be picking up off of a new love that's coming in for you. Okay? Because there is a new love that's coming in. Or perhaps if you are feminine tuning in, you've already found that new love. You've moved on. This could also be indicative of a new chapter in love, a second chance at love for two people that want to come back together. So it really depends on how it's playing itself out in your life, whether you are masculine watching for a feminine, or if you happen to be feminine tuning in to this reading for yourself. Okay, so that's what's coming through. And I just noticed the bottom of the deck is blessings. Amazing. Considering the very first card from the Lover's Oracle is letting you know here that those blessings are on their way. Blessings of love soon to come your way, feminines. All right, guys, so that's what's coming through for the Divine Feminine. There's still a chance here for a new beginning, a new love for those of you who have moved on, or a new chapter, a second chance at love with each other. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one for the Divine Feminine portion of this reading. If you chose Divine Masculine, stay tuned and we'll get right into that. All right, guys, if you chose the second portion of this reading focused on Divine Masculine energy, that's what we're going to be focusing on for this portion of the reading. So let's get right into it. For my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, focusing on Divine Masculine energy. And again, it is just energy, so Divine Masculine could be either male or female, certainly. This could be for cross-watchers as well, and anyone else who's been guided to tune in. So let's grab some insight from this deck. Divine Masculine by Flames of Alchemy. We'll grab 3, like we did for the Divine Feminine. Admired. Okay, so the Divine Masculine has a lot of admiration for the feminine. But there's an energy of discontent here. Let's grab one more. Knowledge. Okay, so it's almost like my masculines are in study mode, trying to figure things out, trying to learn something about the connection, or perhaps coming into some revelations in his own life. Whatever knowledge the masculine has gained, it's not fulfilling him for some reason, because he's coming forward with that discontented energy for some reason, okay? So let's see if the rest of the reading will bring that forward. So let's take a look and see for those of you who chose Divine Masculine. So once again, we'll pull from the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck by Calico Moon. So angels and spirit guides, please, for my air signs, focusing on Divine Masculine energy. What's going on with the Divine Masculine here? Still pining. Still pining for the feminine. Still thinking about the feminine. Perhaps part of what my masculines have learned during this time of distance or separation, which is who I typically channel for those of you who are not together, going through challenges, or at a distance from one another. I'm picking up here from my masculines that they are discontent because the feminines fulfilled a part of their heart space, filled a part of their life, made them happy. Still have a lot of admiration for the feminine. The next card is reach out. So my masculines are thinking about reaching out to the feminine. Next card is letters, followed by chemistry. Look at this. Next card is forgiven. These cards are coming forward in this order for a reason for my masculines. Undeniable chemistry here. Spy, last one. Lust. Okay, one more. Not over. Okay. So, what's coming through here for the masculines? They're still thinking about the feminines. They want to reach out. These letters that are tied into that particular card. In today's world, those letters could be a text message, an email, certainly an actual physical letter that the masculine has written the feminine, a card, something written. Perhaps that's how the masculine's going to be reaching out. The chemistry is still here. We have forgiven. Okay, so perhaps it is the masculine that needs to be forgiven. Perhaps the masculine wants to apologize to the feminine. But clearly, if you guys are not together, perhaps there isn't a way for this to happen at this time, especially if my feminines perhaps aren't open to communication with the masculine, or certainly online if the feminine has blocked the masculine. We do have spy coming through here. So my masculines could still be keeping tabs on the feminine here. Lust. The sexual connection between the two of you. Very passionate, very fiery, very red hot in energy, very intense, very magnetic. The masculine coming through here, saying that it's not over, or at least not wanting it to be over. Okay, so let's add to this with the Mystic Moon Oracles. Angels and spirit guides for my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Focusing on divine masculine. Let's see what else. Muse. That's a beautiful card. Being able to create a better future for oneself, a happy ending, a positive outcome. Being able to grab that paintbrush and just paint a different outcome or future for yourself. This is a part of the masculine's energies coming through here. Material world. Money matters are either very challenging right now or are improving, depending, of course, on how it's impacting the masculine's life. The masculines could also be throwing themselves into work, just burning the midnight oil, you know, just trying to fill those days with work, almost too much, to the point where they just possibly don't have time for anything else. Certainly no time to be feeling sad or melancholy over the fact that the feminine is not around. There is a need to balance the scales. That is very similar energy to the Justice card in traditional tarot, which is picking up off of Libra energy typically. So for my Libras specifically, that's coming through. The Justice card is the need to be honest. And perhaps the masculine was not honest with the feminine. You know, if there was dishonesty there, needing to be forgiven for that. The Justice card is all about facing the truth, finding balance and harmony in the connection once again. The Justice card is a soul contract between two people. So you guys could certainly feel as though this is a soulmate bond or even a twin flame connection. Whatever issues or problems that you guys have been dealing with, there is the potential to resolve all that. And truly the masculine coming through, letting the feminine know it's like it's not over, that the masculine's willing to do the work, whatever is necessary in order to fix what is broken here. We do have received. So for some of you, this form of communication from the masculine, it has been received. Depending, of course, on how the feminine has reacted to those messages. For some of my feminines, I'm just feeling like you're not open or receptive to hearing from the masculine at this time. Definitely lessons that need to be learned here when it comes to this connection. And it's coming through here from the masculine energy because he's getting ready to complete these cycles, these lessons that need to be learned. We have surrender. Could have been my feminines that surrendered this connection. And then we have new direction right after that. So if you look at both of these photos, you know, female figures in the photo, it's like, I give up, I surrender, I'm moving on, going in a different direction. And the move on card did come through in the feminine reading if you're watching both of these. But perhaps the masculine will be able to convince the feminine to come back around because he's perhaps ready to offer commitment. Okay, so that's what's coming through. So let's add some tarot to this. And let's see what else needs to come forward. Angels and spirit guides, please, for my air signs, focusing on divine masculine energy. Let's see what else. We do have the Four of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Scarcity mindset in the upright, but this was flying in the reverse. So that's how I'm going to interpret that Four of Pentacles. In the reverse, it's tied into greediness and stinginess. Somebody who's possessive. And perhaps there was a time when the masculine did come forward with those qualities. Feeling overly possessive, perhaps. Very greedy with money, possessions. Very materialistic, perhaps. We do have the Devil card, tied into obsession. That is Capricorn energy for some of you. It's falling right below reach out and material world. So part of this obsession could be tied into money, finances. Part of this obsession too could be tied into wanting to reach out to the feminine. We have the High Priestess coming through. The High Priestess did come forward through the Divine Feminine reading as well. The High Priestess is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Hidden knowledge, wisdom, secrecy, mystery, inner peace, strength, spirituality. It's all tied into the energy of the High Priestess. And just like I mentioned in the Divine Feminine reading, the High Priestess is an inaction card. There's no action. It's a waiting period. So it could be my feminines that are going to be making the masculine wait to create any sort of movement towards a connection or reconnection, because these scales are out of balance. And if what the feminine is wanting is the truth and honesty from the masculine, then the masculine needs to be able to deliver that. We've got more earth energy, Six of Pentacles, equality. That's what's needed here. Compromise, equal energy from both people. Equal give and take. The desire to share your life together. It is falling right below chemistry and received. Sharing this chemistry with one another. And then we've got the Six of Wands right after that. Beautiful card. Six of Wands is fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Success and recognition with that card. It's victory. It is success. So this victory can come about for the masculine after these lessons have been learned. After forgiveness has been given. Look at this next card. Judgment, karma review. So for my masculines, Judgment Day is on its way. Part of the energy of that Judgment card is fire. So for some of you guys, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, the need for the truth, once again, to just face the truth. So I feel here that dishonesty, lies, secrets could have been a problem here between the masculine and feminine. And part of the reason why we have no action from the High Priestess is because the masculine is still learning lessons, not quite ready to be able to offer commitment. Eventually, I feel that's going to happen. Because this Judgment card is all about a transformation. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call for my masculines, especially if they want reconciliation and forgiveness. Then they need to get their act together. They need to get going. Because that's what this Judgment card is all about. Wanting forgiveness, wanting acceptance, being able to bring about healing in this connection so that you guys can move forward and find happiness. But that happiness can be achieved only with honesty and trust and the truth, to be able to start over, to start fresh and bury the past, leave it where it is. New beginnings. So I really do feel that the divine feminine reading has a lot to do with what's coming through here as well for the masculines, because there's the potential for a new beginning here for the both of you. And then we've got the Three of Swords, which is air energy. That's your own energy here, guys. That's heartache over the separation, grieving the loss of this partnership, wanting to bring it back together. You know, and if you remember for those of you who did watch the Divine Feminine portion, it came through with this card. Love and healing from the heart chakra. So the feminine's heart space is broken. It's heartbreak. And the masculine is coming through here asking for forgiveness. So those two readings are actually very much tied in together. But this is what's coming forward from the masculines here. So let's go ahead and add to this with the romance angels. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. For my divine masculine, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, of course. Because if there are dishonesty, or if there is dishonesty, secrets, lies still circulating, the masculine needs to be able to address that and get rid of it in order to come forward towards the feminine with nothing but the truth. Absolutely nothing but the truth. We have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And I mean, there was a time when you guys had the best time together. The masculine really enjoyed spending time with the feminine. But somewhere along the line, dishonesty, lies, secrets got in the way of all that. Look at this. We've got getting to know each other. We have new love, which also came forward for the feminines. A new chapter in love. And of course, this could be indicative of a new love. But I'm feeling here, based off of what's coming through, this is a second chance at love. You know, the masculine coming through saying, it's not over between us. I'm ready to be able to offer commitment. And this getting to know each other card is coming through. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And having spent time apart, you have to reconnect and get to know each other all over again, or get to know each other on a whole new level. Look at this. We have another chemistry card coming through here. So no doubt about it, the masculine definitely feeling the chemistry in this connection. A very strong magnetic attraction between the two of you. This is the next card. Wedding. Commitment. So future energies here, picking up off of the masculine's vibrations here, could be that the masculine truly sees a long-term future with the feminine. And one last card, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Absolutely. because we already know that the masculine definitely needs forgiveness, and that there absolutely are lessons that need to be learned here. So it's coming through, reiterating that here. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue here from the masculine to the feminine. All right, so let's grab some insight from the Divine Love and Separation deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for my air signs. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, focusing on divine masculine energy. What is it that the divine masculine needs to say to the feminine at this time? And just like I did for the feminines, we'll go ahead and use dialogue messages from this deck, and then we'll grab some from another deck. Let's grab the bottom of the deck. All right. What does the masculine need to say to the feminine at this time? All right. I miss our flirtatious messaging. Texts, emails, letters, more than likely texting. And my masculines, I just feel like my masculines are really itching to reach out to the feminine. Next message. I sometimes wonder if what we had was real. And, you know, for some of you guys, it could have been quite a while ago since you guys have seen each other, spoken to each other, connected. It's been a while. And so they're truly wondering, was it real? Or was it just all in my mind? It's real. Next message. Nothing has been the same. We're both shifting. And perhaps that's true. Especially if you feel that you guys belong together, that this is a fixable situation, that the chemistry is undeniable, and without the other, you just feel incomplete. Next message. When I lay awake in the middle of the night, I wonder what you're doing at that exact moment. So the masculine, heavily thinking of the feminine, laying in bed, possibly losing sleep over this. Just really wondering what the feminine has been up to. Last one. One of us just has to pick the phone up. But more than likely, it is my masculine who will be doing that, who really wants to reach out to the feminine. Okay? So that's some dialogue coming through from the masculine. We'll go ahead and grab some additional insight from this other deck. You have My Heart, Soul, Lovers, and Separation by Angelic Revelation 144. So angels and spirit guides for my air signs. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, focusing on divine masculine energy. Let's see what else the masculine has to say to the feminine. Please bring it forward, angels and spirit guides. Let's grab the one on the bottom. All right, what do we have? What do we have? Some additional dialogue from the masculine here. First one, though I haven't always said it with words, there is love in the silence. Close your eyes and feel my presence. Be still and listen to me tell you that I love you. Wow. The love is still here, guys. The chemistry. Next message. Your soul is always with me, and mine is guiding you. We are always together in spirit, even though physically we may be apart. So you guys are still connecting on that soul level. Next one. Love and being loved is the most beautiful, crazy, unexpected, and magical feeling I have ever felt. Thank you for loving me the way that you do. I love you to infinity. And maybe the masculine only came to that realization after the feminine decided to move on. Okay, last card. Whether we are together or when we are apart, you are always in my thoughts and forever in my heart. And if you guys watched the whole thing, I believe this came through for the feminines as well. So, masculine and feminine, very much in tune with each other. Very much in tune. Okay, guys, so let's add to this with Lover's Oracle. Some Lover's Oracle messages. Angels and spirit guides, please. For my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Focusing on divine masculine energy. All right. Some of you guys have a secret admirer. Time. Sexual union. Twin flames. Okay. So, of course, we all know what a secret admirer is. This particular card reads, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. But in this particular reading, what I'm feeling here is that both the masculine and feminine have a lot of unspoken words between the two of you. And part of the energy of the High Priestess is secrecy. And I feel from my feminines, there's a lot that's being kept in that heart space that has yet to be expressed. So it could be my feminines who have a lot of love still for the masculine. And perhaps the masculine is a little bit oblivious to that, still learning lessons and not quite knowing how the feminine is feeling. But, you know, eventually the truth will come to light. The truth will come out. It always does. And part of that truth is that the love is still here. Okay? Next message, time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. It's interesting that this is coming through for the masculines, because for the feminines, there were references to divine timing, and my feminines were just getting very antsy and just going crazy over the whole divine timing thing, losing patience. But time is needed. Okay? Next message, sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Especially for those of you who have certainly been intimate with one another and have been able to share that experience with the one that you love. It's very special. And the chemistry is certainly there in and out of the bedroom, you know. And I do feel here, because it is reflected off of that lust card. So when you guys connect in that way, it's very fiery, it's very hot, very magnetic, very passionate. And it's coming through here. So my masculine certainly can remember that intimacy and are wanting to reconnect with the feminine in that way as well. Look at this. Some of you guys coming through as twin flames, your passion ignites. So yeah, there's a lot of passion, lust, and sexual energy here coming forward from the masculines to the feminine. And certainly the love is certainly still here. All right, so let's close this out, guys, with some healing messages for the divine masculine. Angels and spirit guides, please. For my air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. focusing on divine masculine energy. Some healing messages to close this out, please. Self-acceptance, friendship, bottom of the deck, playfulness. Okay, so self-acceptance, this is coming through for my masculine, so it's very important to love yourself and to accept yourself for everything that you are, including whatever you perceive to be your flaws, you know, because the feminine loves you just the way that you are. And perhaps my masculines really need to come to that realization. Friendships, also very important for masculines at this time. And it's so crazy with this whole social distancing thing. You know, my best friend reached out to me and she had almost forgotten that we weren't allowed to actually see each other, that you're not actually able to go and visit people right now. It's just not a good time with everything going on in the world. And so I feel social media and our phones, it's like our main point of being able to contact friends and family. And it's just a very valuable time to be able to contact those people that have our back, those people who are always there for us, even when we aren't in crisis mode as we are right now. So for my masculines especially, make sure you value and cherish the friendships that are there for you. Playfulness also coming through here. You know, I mean, it's great to be able to be busy with work and keeping yourself busy in that way. But sometimes we forget to have fun. We forget to have fun in our lives and to just have time for play. There has to be balance there. And I feel, you know, that's contributing to this balancing the scales energy. So this is something that I feel my masculines have to work on. And if you happen to be masculine tuning in for this particular reading, this is something that you need to work on. And if you're watching for a masculine, this is definitely something that's in need of their attention at this time, because especially if they're dealing with some stressful energies, if they are coming through as discontent, certainly in their love life, but other areas of their life that they're just not fulfilled and happy, that could be contributing to all that stress and weighing very heavily on their shoulders. And so this is a reminder from the angels to have fun as well, to interject playful energy back into one's life. And in order to get that done, perhaps reaching out to friends is at this time very important for the masculine. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of it resonated with you, whether the divine feminine reading or the one for the divine masculine, I do hope that it offered you the clarity and guidance that you need for your particular situation. And again, if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. All right, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be back real soon with more readings for you. Take care.